Hi, I'm Roland with Cad Computers, and today we're going to be speaking about battery backups or uninterruptible power supplies, UPSs. So basically, you're going to have about 4 different types. And the biggest thing is matching up whatever equipment you've got to the correct UPS. So if you've got any networking equipment, routers, switches, and things like that, people forget about those, but they should be plugged into a UPS. That way, if your computer stays on and your server stays on, but if you've got a switch in between that actually loses connection because the power goes off, then you've lost connection to the server. So always make sure any switch, any router, any modem, anything like that, you can plug it into a 350 VA. They're only $45, and you've got to make sure it's plugged into the battery side, not the surge side. If you've got a regular machine, pretty much any workstation, whether it's got an i5 or an i7 processor, Dell, HP, Lenovo, most of them don't have huge power supplies, and we recommend going with a 550 VA. This will keep it going for about 10 minutes, long enough to really start shutting down your program, saving what you're doing, and then shut your machine down if the power stays off for a longer period of time. So those are the 550 VAs for your average workstation. Next up from that, you've got gaming computers. Those have bigger power supplies, so you really want to have 1,000 VA. And if you happen to have an ultra big gaming machine, you may want to consider going to the 1,500 VA. Typically on the 1,500 VAs, we reserve these for servers. That's because the server's got a more powerful power supply, and you also want your server to stay up longer than anything else. The last thing you want is your server shutting down on you. If your server's got 2 power supplies, you want to have each power supply connected to its own UPS. Now, you can see over here, you've got one side which is going to say battery and surge, and you're going to say the other side that just says surge protected. You really want to make sure your computer or your server, your modem, and your monitor are connected to the battery side. If you connect everything here, but you only put your monitor over here, you're going to have a problem where your computer's going to be on, your server could be on, but you can't see what's going on. So you really want to have everything plugged into the battery side. Peripherals that are non-essentials can be plugged into the surge, but do not, whatever you do, plug a printer, especially a laser printer, into your UPS. What happens is that the laser printers draw so much power, it can actually force the battery to drain completely, and it'll force your machine to shut down. So instead of keeping you up, you've now actually shut your machine down. The other thing that a lot of people make a mistake with is that they come with a USB cable and they come with software. So you've got a USB connection, cable runs from there to your computer, you run the software, and what that's going to do is it's going to give you analytics of what's going on with your UPS. But also, if your power goes off and you're not near your computer, it'll actually start shutting your programs down and then gracefully turn your computer off instead of waiting for the battery to run out, and then bam, your machine shuts down, and that's when you get things like database corruptions, Windows corruptions, especially on things if you're in the middle of a Windows update or something like that. So always make sure everything should be plugged into UPS. Make sure that you've got the correct UPS, the type of equipment that you've got, and just to run through again, switches 350 VA, workstations 550 VA, gaming machines 1,000 VA, and the servers are going to be the 1,500 VA. If you've got any questions on that whatsoever, give us a call, 281-647-9977.